Portuguese area. First of all, let me introduce myself a bit. My name is Ravi. I'm from Sri Lanka. Past 12 years I was in UAE and then now I'm in Portugal. In this video, I'm going to tell you how you can come to Portugal with work visa. If you are planning to move and settle in Europe, and if you are already in UAE, then this video is for you. Today I will explain you A to Z process, how you can get Portugal work visa. Watch this video until the end. First, I will tell you something about Portugal. Portugal is an European country and member of Schengen area since March 26, 1995. Portugal bordered to the west and south by the Atlantic Ocean and to the north and east by Spain. It is a beautiful country with different climate conditions throughout the year, and there is a great diversity of landscape. It has unique cultural heritage. Their food is amazing. They have very good gastronomy, and especially Portuguese wine. They are very famous with winery and wine in the world, and Portuguese is the world's highest wine consumption in 2022. Once you get PR or citizenship, you can live and work any of other Schengen country. If you live 5 years in Portugal, you can apply PR, and after 6 years, you can apply for citizenship. Portugal passport is currently number 6 rank in World Passport Index in 2022. Now let's look how you can come to Portugal with work visa. Today I'm going to tell you my experience throughout my visa process. I came to Portugal through D1 visa, or we can call it work visa. This process is not easy as we speak here, but it's possible to get if you have all the requirements. That's how I get here, so you also can, right? Now let's see what are the main requirements you need to get work visa for Portugal. Number one and most important one is you must have work contract from one of Portugal company. If you're able to get work contract from Portugal company, as they like to hire you, then you can go through this D1 visa category. How to get job offer from Portugal company? That is the difficult part, right? There is a few ways to get the job offer from Portugal. Since you are in UAE, there are some immigration agencies who can help you with your work contract. But here I'm not going to recommend or promote any of agency, as I didn't come Portugal with any of these agencies. But I know some good agencies there. Some of my friends use those agencies to go to Australia, Malta, Poland, Portugal. So if you want to know about this agency, just drop a message or comment below. I will tell you personally, because I don't take any responsibility with the agencies. If you are going through agency, then you can get your whole process with them, but you have to pay a lot of money as well. It depends on the agency. Maybe it's 10, 20, 30,000 dirhams. Other way, you can try some online channels to get job in Portugal, but it's not easy. You should have luck too, right? How many people applying through the online? You can try LinkedIn or Indeed or any other job website. Third one is, if you have someone in Portugal already, like your friend, relative or family member, if they can help you to get a job here, or if they can find you a job here, and then you can get job offer through them, then you can apply through this visa category. But this job offer doesn't matter from where you get, it must be genuine, because this document will check by Portugal immigration. These are the some of few ways you can find a job in Portugal while you are in UAE, in your country. Okay, let's think now you have job contract, work contract. What's next? First thing you need to do, you need to download D1 visa checklist. You can download it from VFS Global website as well. I will put the link down below in the description. This is the one I'll put here as an example, so you can see it here. make sure you download the D1 visa category as you are applying for work contract through D1 visa category. This checklist is important because you can see what are the requirements and what are the documents you need to hand over for your visa process. Plus you need to hand over this checklist also with your documents. And then you need D1 visa application form. You can download it from Portuguese Immigration and Border Service website. We call it short name SAF. You probably heard about SAF. That is the main immigration department, work with all the immigration matters here in Portugal. Once you download this form, make sure you fill all the information correctly without any mistakes, and you must type this information. They are not accepting any handwritten visa application forms, so you should type all your details there, plus you can sign it. Next you need two photos, visa photos with Schengen visa standard. You can go to any photo studio and tell them you need Schengen visa photos. They will take and give you all the copies. One of these photos you need to attach on the visa application form, and other one you need to hand over with your other documents. Then you need your passport, original passport, and passport copy. When you take the copy, make sure you take it color printout. Important thing is for the passport must valid at least 6 more months because your visa process will take around 2 to 3 months. Since you are applying this visa from UAE, you need to submit your UAE residence visa copy as well. It means you must be residents of UAE to apply this visa through UAE. Next, you need to get your police and criminal clearance certificate. You can apply this certificate through Dubai police website. Once you apply and pay the amount, you will receive e-certificate to your email, and then you need to attest these certificates. Make sure you don't have any criminal record past, because if you have any criminal record or any violations, you can't apply this visa. Next, you need to show proof of your accommodation in Portugal. For this you can do few different ways. First thing is when you get the work contract, and if that company is providing you accommodation, then it's easy. You can ask extra proof documents from the company and submit it with other documents. But if you don't get accommodation from the company, then you need to provide proof of your accommodations. You can get apartment in Portugal with a rental contract, and you can submit that rental contract agreement for visa process. But that contract must be minimum 12-month agreement. Other thing is you have to pay that rental contract. It's a bit expensive as well because it's 12-month contract. Or other way, as we spoke earlier, if you have anyone here like your relative, friend, or a family member, and if they already have their own lease contract or owning house or apartment in Portugal, and if they are agreeing to give you accommodation, then you can get letter from them and submit it. But that apartment or house must be under their name, either lease contract or either they should own the house under their name. Unfortunately for this D1 visa category, Portugal is now not accepting temporarily hotel booking. Today is very sunny day, so I had to wear sunglasses. 2-3 days it was rain, and today it's a nice sunny day. That is the best thing in Portugal weather condition. Cold, but not that super cold. You can stay outside without jacket sometimes. So that's one of good climate condition in here. Okay, let's go back to our topic again. Next, then you need to prove you have enough money to get Portugal and settle in the beginning. For this, you need to submit your past 3 months original bank statements, and you must show to the Portugal Immigration and Border Service in this statement you have roughly around 8,200 euros. It's with the currency rate, it's around 33,000 dirhams to 35,000 dirhams. Make sure You have this money in your account until your visa process is finished. Next, you need to give your authorization to Portuguese Immigration and Border Service to check your background in Schengen area. Especially they are checking your history in Schengen area before you came to Schengen area, and do you have any criminal record, or you have any overstaying, something like that they are checking. For that one, you need to give this letter. You must give this letter from Portuguese language. This is the format. You can say it from here. Next, you need to provide your travel insurance. This is to cover the expenses in case if you have any medical reason while you travel to Portugal, any emergency medical reason. For more details, like what kind of requirement for this insurance you need, you can check it in the D1 visa checklist form also. You can get this insurance from AXA Insurance. It's very easy. You can apply from online. Just within a few minutes you can get that visa insurance, but you have to pay around 1,250. I paid 1,250 because I got my insurance validity up to 6 months, because sometimes your visa process time can take longer than expect. So in case if your insurance is expired in the middle of your visa processing time, your visa might get rejected. So don't let any chance to mess up your visa process. Then lastly, you need to submit a copy of your education and professional certificate also. Make sure your all certificates, especially educational certificate from your home country, attested it from your home country. And try to submit as much as supporting documents, as much as your supporting documents will prove yourself to grant this visa. Like if you are married, your marriage certificate. If you have children, their birth certificates, or your job training certificates, this kind of things. It's according to you. Think what kind of documents will support to prove your career. So attach these kind of document as well. Those are the documents you need to submit. When you make these documents by yourself, it will be a bit difficult. Let me give you what I did, some example. Some documents you need to submit from Portuguese language, or some documents need certain kind of format. So if you are going to do this process by yourself, sometimes you don't know this Portuguese language or this format. So my suggestion is for you, try to get Portuguese immigration consultant or lawyer from Portugal. They knows A to Z all the process, and they will prepare all the documents. That's how I did, and it was very helpful for me, and my documents, I didn't had any mistakes. Now you need to submit all the documents to Portugal Embassy of Abu Dhabi, but you can't submit it directly to embassy. You need to submit all documents to VFS Global Center. They are the third-party company who's dealing with you and Portugal Embassy. If you are living in Dubai, you know Wafi Mall. Dubai VFS Global is located in Wafi Mall, 3rd floor. But you need to get appointment first. You can't just go and hand over your documents. You can visit to Dubai VFS Global website and make appointment. You have to pay online some appointment fee, around 150 dirhams, I think. But here's the problem. Since a lot of applications coming to Europe countries nowadays, it's very hard to get appointment from VFS Global. Sometimes you have to wait like months. It's happened to me when I apply my appointments in May 2022. I got my appointment date is October 7th, but I had to come to work July 7th. However, try to get appointment as much as early, and try to book your appointment just when your job is confirmed. If you can't get appointment when you need, there is one way you can get early appointment for urgent cases from VFS. If you need to know more about that one, just ask me. I will explain you. Just comment below or drop me a message. I had to face that one, as I said before. So I got early appointment. Now let's say you got your appointment. Now what you have to do? Now let me tell you this. Before you go to VFS for your appointment, make sure you have all the original documents with you, plus 2 sets of all the documents copies, because VFS will take 1 set of copy with some originals, and then if your visa approved, and once you came to Portugal, you need to submit almost same documents to Portuguese Immigration and Border Service to apply your TRC. Then go to your appointment, submit your documents. In the VFS, they will check all the required documents as per your D1 visa checklist. Most importantly, VFS will take your fingerprint biometric and face photo also. And second thing you need to aware, VFS will take your passport with them, original passport. They will take with your documents, and they will submit your passport to Portuguese Embassy of Abu Dhabi. Again, if you are planning to go somewhere after hand over your documents, especially another country, you can't do it because they will take your passport, as I said earlier. So before you submit documents, either you go where you want to go and then submit your documents with passport, or otherwise cancel where you want to go, just submit your documents. That's what happened to me. I hand over my documents and I was planning to go my country for vacation, but I couldn't go because they took my passport. That's it all. Pay for the visa and VFS service. Then within 24 hours, VFS will hand over your documents to Portuguese Embassy of Abu Dhabi. And that's all you can do. You can track your documents after 24 hours. You submit to the VFS. Go to VFS Global website, and there is a tab called visa tracking. You need to fill with your date of birth and passport number. Then it will show VFS has submit your application to Portugal Embassy of Abu Dhabi. This is the whole process for D1 visa application, and you need to wait until Portuguese Immigration and Border Service to decide your visa issued or reject. Once you submit your application to Abu Dhabi Embassy, it will take 60 to 90 days to hear about your visa status. Either you get visa or reject. Sometimes this time can be less or more than 90 days. I received my visa within 58 days, almost 2 months. Mostly within this process time, you will get notification from a VFS Global or your courier to receive your passport. Until you receive your passport, you won't able to know your visa granted or rejected. If your visa is approved, it will on your passport, and as I heard, if they reject your visa, they will put the letter with your passport saying what are the reasons they rejected. So after you can reapply again with that reason if you can solve. This is the A to Z process for Portugal work visa, D1 visa. If you need to know more clarification, anything you need to know, you can comment below. I will definitely answer to you, or you can send me a message through Portuguese Ikaria Facebook page, so I will answer to you. Until then, thank you watching this video, and see you with next Portugal video. I'm Portuguese Ikaria.